get this mission rolling. Drilldozer operational and homing in on the Heartstone.
Leads the way. Stay alert and guard her like she's your mother.
Attention team, to keep the Drilldozer running at full capacity, you need to keep it clear of bugs. Also, we got an incoming swarm.
For those about to rock and stone forever! Eat it! Firewall!
That's not good, is it? Yeah.
Miners, alert. The Drilldozer has taken permanent damage.
Shield placed! One down! Attack for protect the red shield up!
The hull of the Drilldozer is taking permanent damage. Remember, it's game over if it's destroyed, so step to it.
Oh my god, man.
Someone debug the gun!
You had the axe! Bloody solid! And here I
The Drilldozer has stopped. Fuel canisters are all dry as a bone. Refill them, and we will have this show on the road again soon.
Shield!
Let's get together. Flares up!
The bugs are storming Doretta! Getting supplies! Yeah! No, the players are recharging!
We're losing the Drilldozer. Give it everything you got, team. Lose the dozer, lose the mission.
Bam! Ain't no hiding from me, bug!
Take it out! One sentry gun ready to be built. Lighting!
Alien scum! Armed! Doretta is purring like a kid.
Access avoided.
Help me protect the dozer!
The Drilldozer is being attacked by wildlife.
Hey! Trigger this!
Hang in there. Supplies are on the way.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Die! Keep those bloody bugs up the What's the incendiary grenade? Shield charge and ready.
Is that all you got?
Structural integrity of the dozer is critical. Do something quickly.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
The Drilldozer has been destroyed. That's a critical mission failure, team.
Do you know what the engineer is doing?
So, okay,
For those about
the
to
reason I
launch,
started the
go,
Drilldozer,
go,
which you
go.
can see, is because everybody was standing on it and ready to go.
no,
and
no,
then-
I don't believe that the Drilldozer was started prematurely.
he-
But how did this guy go down so fast?
Because I think he got shot by Mac Terrors or something. I don't know how he died. Well, like, you see what I see, right? So, but
Right. So anyway, right here is where I started my notes, which is you're on the third leg of a deep dive. You have actually
Full capacity. You need to keep it clear of bugs.
you checked
Also,
right here, 274 nitra. You could have, or the team could have put down a resupply, right? Which is a minor thing, but again,
yeah, I definitely
contributed.
should have done that.
So I think the engineer was, yeah, he's like, I don't know, 25%
See,
went down.
I think,
And now he's useless for the entire first leg.
see, what, right that instant, I should have dropped a shield in the tunnel right there and blocked the entire tunnel. That's the only way we would have survived is had I done that. And then, later, had I done it again.
Yeah.
Because
So,
right,
I don't know what your opinion is. Yeah,
in
what
my
were you gonna
mind,
say?
I have a shield. That's, as soon as the engineer
Yeah.
died, my brain, like, you know,
Yeah, so I guess I was gonna say for this part.
also, remember,
Scout-
this is
the
like
scout.
3 seconds of gameplay, right? So shit's happening pretty fast.
No, I understand, but there's a lot to say in the first 40 seconds, right? So once the Drilldozer was clear of that room, this it would have been the scout's job to go back and get the engineer back up.
Yeah, he did.
Which he did, I think. Yeah, because he's up right now.
Well,
I didn't
somebody
actually
did.
notice
And
that.
I don't think he used Iron Will, so.
And the other thing I was going to say was, do you find it beneficial to stand on the Drilldozer, other than the fact that you're close to repair?
Because it's shield disruption, the only way we actually beat this is if we all stand on the Drilldozer.
Okay, good point. But you do know, like, I think I noticed that there's two groups of enemies, right? Like ones that are aggroed to the dwarves, and then ones that are aggroed to the actual dozer.
Yeah.
And so when you're standing on it, it's like hard to distinguish which is which. Which, maybe what you want actually.
Okay, so you see, those are the details. I felt like I had to stand on the Drilldozer because, okay, these 3 guys had
You
shown...
can trust other people to repair.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so this also like brings up this is why I said kind of Drilldozer missions are a bit more interesting strategically. So ideally, you would have, every time you break into a new room in a Drilldozer mission, it's basically like 100% that you're going to get pinched from both sides, right? Like, or you have, at least you have to assume that you will. And so, in my opinion, you have to clear your like number one priority, even over your own like safety, I guess it's in safety in game, is to clear the room in front of you. So that spitball infector that just hit you, and you also need to avoid getting pinched. So it should have been like immediately before you broke into the room. You should have thrown your incendiary grenade, or like, the scout puts down a shit ton of IFGs, or or at least like have the driller post up and just like continuously flame and C4 shit, right? Like you have to hold the rear while clearing the front.
Yeah, do literally anything. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and we haven't played that way before either.
It's not necessary.
Right? But in this case here, you did get pinched, or the team got pinched very badly. Right? Like
Yeah, we
there's
got super
shit in
fucked
front of you, shit behind you, right? Because you took a look at this and
That's
you went,
not
oh
good,
shit,
is it?
and then like circled back and wasted a few seconds.
I literally said, that's not good, is it?
Yeah, and right, and so I think you killed your teammate there too.
Yeah, I did.
And then this incendiary grenade right now should have come like before you even entered the room, right? That would have helped. I made this priority list, I think. I don't know if you agree with it. So while the Drilldozer is moving, this is the priority of 6 actions. So 1, you resupply if you don't have ammo or health. Then you kill the enemies in front of you if you just broke into a new room, and you have to use teamwork for this, right? Like the spitball infector, like it's as soon as you break into a new room and it's like there's a spitball infector there, you gotta focus fire. Like everyone, just drop what you're doing and kill that spitball infector because it'll fuck you up immediately. Then you kill I said high priority front. So high priority enemies in front of you. So like oppressors, spitball infectors, groups of acid spitters, shit like that. Things that are high priority that are behind you. So same thing, but that's more rare that there's something like right up in the ass of the drill dozer. It's probably like a detonator or something. And then you would kill things that are actually personally attacking you. And then you would protect the drill dozer, so kill things that are attacking the drill dozer. And then you would repair the drill dozer. That's the priority of the 6 things that you would do while the drill dozer is moving. And notice that killing the things that are attacking the drill dozer is very low on the list, but it is a mission critical thing to do. Like, you're going to lose if you don't do that, so you got to do all of the things that are prioritized before that really, really fast, right?
Yeah, I think I was repairing the drill dozer last. Like, do you see right there where I looked at that red sugar? Because I was like, if we don't get that, we're fucking dead. And I didn't get it, right? Like, there was so many instances where I was like, if I don't do this right now, we're dead. And we didn't do it. Like, every single time. Right? Because nobody has any health.
What could you have done there, though?
Well,
like, this is just the
glorious drop of resupply, the one guy says.
Can feel the frustration. Like, tried to repair, breaks, and then immediately gets down. Couldn't do anything. That's hilarious.
And then the guy's like, drop a resupply, because, like, right, we should have dropped a
resupply. So in this case, it's digging a tunnel, so that Menace would have been a high priority target there.
The other thing that these guys, there's so many things that they were doing. So do you think I should have used Iron Roll there?
I don't know. It's
the Molly pushed me. Did you see that shit?
It's hard to say. I mean, you were the only one alive anyway, so you were the only one up anyway. So
yeah, that's what I wagered.
I mean, why not?
See, I thought we were going to be okay here for a second. So, I was going to say, another thing that these guys were doing, which is really fucking annoying that sometimes people do, they weren't dropping resupplies. They were always waiting for me to do it because I'm the host or something. Like, people seem to stupidly do that shit. So, again, why didn't they drop resupplies? Do it yourself, man. But he, like, waited for me to do it?
Oh yeah, call resupply. That's funny.
Why don't you do it then, man? Like, you know.
Well, I think he was dead, actually. Anyway, you can actually put the resupply right at the edge of the wall where the dozer is digging, just to get it a bit closer to you when it actually lands.
Yeah, but I was just literally doing a next action, eh? Like, try to drop my shield, it's not up, drop resupply, take 2 steps.
That menace is a menace.
Yeah, I was like, is that guy me? Oh my god, man. I see. What even killed me there? I don't know. But I was thinking about.
I think it was a goo spike thing, goo dart, one of those.
Such bullshit.
So this is mostly uninteresting, other than the team efficiency is quite low here during this sector. Well, everyone's downed, and you wasted all that time, and then now the storm has come. So these 2 people right here obviously did not follow my priority list here, right? Because you're supposed to.
See, I'm repairing, and what are they doing?
Yeah,
they're just running around. Right?
I don't know.
Nothing. They're not doing anything. Neither of them took a thing. And the one that's out, I was the one who took it. You know. Right, as soon as I saw that too, we were fucked. And the thing is, right, we keep getting fucking Macteras, which is also fucking us. And did you see that breach cutter shot? I think that's the first one I've seen, right? Like,
yeah, I didn't see too many breach cutter shots.
Exactly. You would think breach cutter would be. See right there, one goes across my screen. I think it's the first one he shot.
I shoots another one there that hit you.
Thanks.
So right here, it seems like there's not a lot of like DPS being done, right? And I don't know. There's not a lot of shooting going on. I feel like.
There isn't, right? See, he could have breach cuttered all that.
Yeah. So you say, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
See, because right here, I'm dead unless I get HP because they're doing nothing. So I looked at the Drilldozer and I was like, it can survive.
So I don't have any, like, there's no particular faults during this section, other than it's like, it just seems like everyone's, like, skill level's pretty low, I guess, and so there's, like, everyone's down for a very long time, and I think the weapon choice, I think one of them, you're using, like, a pretty slow gun for Macteras, and there's the scout, and the driller's using the sludge pump, right? So it's like, no one has any weapons for... And the engineer was using the smart rifle, so no one has like weapons for dealing with Macteras, and it is a pug, so it's fine. But like, I think if you were making a pre-made team, you would probably want to think about, oh, like what if there's a shit ton of Macteras, right?
Well, I kind of disagree.
Is it Mactera flag? No, it's not.
No, it's not. Smart rifle and breach cutter are perfectly fine for Macteras.
Well, yeah, and it depends on how you play. I like to deal with Macteras one by one. Like I want to kill one before I start shooting the other one.
When those Macteras,
smart rifle might not do that, right? Like smart rifle is gonna hit all of them at once, one time, and then
I should show you. I should show you some footage of me playing, and I'll even splice it in maybe this exact scenario where Macteras come and I'm the engineer. Right, and I just instantly dump 3 breach cutter shots to kill all of them because they're so dangerous. You know,
I know that's the breach cutter, but not the smart rifle. So
he also has the breach cutter, though.
Looking back at this scene right here, I see no utility being used by anyone. Like grenades, or like I don't. I think the sentries are down, but I don't see them really being effective here.
Yeah, like he puts his sentries down, but they run out of ammo right away.
Yeah, and you know me, when I'm playing Scout, I like to like dump my IFGs into a big field.
He's using crowd grenades actually, and was using them fairly sparingly. I think he's using crowd grenades.
Yeah, he should have, I guess, thrown one onto the dozer as the Macteras flew over.
Well, he could have killed the Macteras, and like maybe it's IFGs. I should double check.
What's the incendiary?
We can never know because
the other thing that I kind of noticed was
I have no shields either.
Yeah, so like, again, there's enemies that will attack the dozer, and there's enemies that will attack you, and I think it might, when you were defending, I don't know if it's smarter to stand away from the drill dozer. Like, the scout would grapple in and out to repair, but once you like separate the enemies that are attacking you and the drill dozer, you kind of you can just kite the enemies that are following you, but then attack the ones that are attacking the drill dozer. You know what I mean?
Well, the fact that it's shield disruption, I always have to prioritize my own life, though. Like, in no matter what.
Well, I'm just talking generally, like,
yeah,
as a whole, as a team, right? Like, I think you would want to try to stand away, like, personally stand away. You would set up all your defense around the drill dozer, but stand away from the drill dozer so that you identify which enemies are attacking the drill dozer, because you don't want to be attacking the ones that are attacking you unnecessarily, because they're just whatever, right? Like, you're trying to protect the drill dozer.
Structural integrity of the dozer is critical. Do something quickly.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
The drill dozer has been.
It's funny you can still repair it when it's completely broken, right?
We're pulling out.
So I think debatably, this is the hardest elite deep dive leg I've ever seen. It could only be harder if it was like also another warning, you know? Because it's the highest difficulty, it's shield disruption, it's Drilldozer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the trifecta.
And then...
So do you think, how could I have beaten this? Should I have just ignored them and tried to, like, solo it? Because I thought for sure there's no way I can do it because I need somebody else to repair shit. But in hindsight, I'm wondering if I had played it a little more carefully, I could have just let them all die and, like, made it to the first room, you know?
Well...
And just repaired. Like, if If I
No, I don't think so. I mean,
if I had just used all 4 shields to protect the drill dozer and not cared about my teammates.
like you definitely would have made it to the first room, but like I think at what cost, right? Like because then you don't have to run back while the drill dozer is then again being attacked to get them.
Well,
to get
I'm
your
assuming that they're all gonna survive longer because I'm dropping shields in the tunnel, right? Like I think the only way we could have possibly ever done this is if I had used all my shields basically, and we kept dropping resupplies and dropping shields because, like you said, nobody's doing what they're supposed to do. So there's like no way. Like this was an auto lose unless I did.
like you're
some
talking about
strat
like
that.
all else equal, what could you have done?
Yes, basically. And
Like,
I thought about it. And
yeah,
I'm like,
I
that's
mean,
the only
is this
strat that would have worked. See how it blocks
is
the
this
tunnel?
well, no.
Well,
Is
if I
this
put it in the
is this
middle,
radius?
if I,
Is this radius mod or
no,
no?
no, this is. But if I had put it in the middle, it blocks the whole tunnel. So it's possible to basically do that.
Well, it doesn't look like it.
Well,
Like
for
you might need
whatever,
the radius mod.
enemies can squeak through the sides. It doesn't matter. You're going to stop like 90% of them. That's the point. If that was the only way we were going to ever do this, everybody stands on the drill dozer, and I just shield the tunnel and prevent the enemies from getting us.
That might actually be. You know what? That might be a good strategy for just breaking into the room in general. Like you would throw one here,
Oh, it
and
definitely
the
works.
drill dozer moves forward to break into the room, and you, while everyone is in the shield, shoot everything that's in the room, and then like go back to the drill dozer and defend it.
Yeah. See, the thing is,
And most of the enemies would still be trapped behind you in the shield,
see,
or trying to get into the shield, right? So all you have to do is break out of the shield, go to the drill dozer. The room is already mostly clear of the dangerous enemies,
that strat would definitely work. Except,
right? And I think it's like breaking into a new room is the critical part is the hardest part of any drill dozer mission. And even if you live through it, right? Like the drill dozer takes damage, you take a lot of damage, the team's low on resources, so you got to have some sort of strategy to every time you go into a room, right?